Welcome to Review Every Ship by CitizenCon 2024. The point is to give an update on every ship since some haven't had a video made about them in years, and others the information is simply too spread out to be helpful in making decisions. Remember, digital ships aren't imaginary, digital ships are imagine necessary. A quick shout out to my Joning Ninja members, Radium TX and Paling Tan, and my Chunin Ninja members, Wakan Yosai, Rage 1, Scorpio King 3, Meat Salad, and Soul Galaxia, and of course all my other members who are listed at the end of the video. Membership is never required, but always appreciated. You help make this YouTube dream even more possible, so thank you. Every month we do a giveaway, and this is to give back to that wonderful community. This month's giveaway prize has yet to be determined, but will be a ship related to Pirate Week. To enter the contest, make sure you're subscribed to Billionaire Ninjas, leave a comment on at least one video, and like or dislike at least one video. Winners have 2 weeks to claim their prize. Members collectively have a 25% chance of winning just for being members. So if you're subscribed, consider hitting that join button, and if you're not subscribed, I appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. For the full giveaway details, make sure you visit our Billionaire Ninjas Discord or our social media at Ninjas Leap. Today, we end our short trip with the Kruger intergalactic manufacturer, one of my favorite manufacturers, even though they only have a few ships. We have reached the Kruger intergalactic Archimedes, and it has 0 variants. This, again, sounds weird because technically the P-52 is not considered a variant. For the price, the P-72 Archimedes as of 3.24 is 35 standalone, 30 warbond, and was 30 at concept. In-game cost is $449,000, and the in-game 3-day rental price is unknown. This ship cannot be rented in-game as of 3.24. This ship is limited for purchase as a standalone. However, you get one included with any purchase of the Constellation Phoenix or a special Emerald Edition Constellation Phoenix if you get the Constellation Phoenix Emerald, which gives you the Emerald version of the P-72 Archimedes. If you're looking for something a little more agile, blaze among the stars with Kruger Intergalactic P-72 Archimedes. Whether for added security, exploring a system, or simply the joy of flying, the Archimedes is the perfect companion snubcraft. Featuring an extra intake and a lighter hull that is sister ship, the Archimedes delivers. Featuring an extra intake and a lighter hull than its sister ship, the Archimedes delivers exceptional handling and boost capabilities in a sleek package you'll want along for the ride. The Kruger Intergalactic P-72 Archimedes.
Archimedes! Have you seen that flying machine model? I have nothing to do with your futuristic fiddle-faddle, you know that.
For measurements, the Archimedes has a length of 12, beam of 5.25, height of 3, and it is a size 1 snub ship. Its minimum crew is 1 and its maximum crew is 1. It can carry 0 SCU, but it does have 860 micro SCU of storage. The claim time for the Archimedes is about 2.5 minutes, expedited is about 60 seconds, and the expedited fee is at about 1,400 credits as of 3.24. The Archimedes has a top SCM speed of 300, which is way above average and is the fastest ship in the game as of 3.24. So of course, for its class, it's the best as well. The same can be said for its nav speed at 1485, which is also the fastest in its class and in the game. When it comes to maneuverability, it has above average maneuverability overall, but below average maneuverability for its class. For fuel, it has way below average hydrogen and no quantum capacity at all, and for its class, it has way below average hydrogen capacity. For weapons, the Archimedes has 4 size 1 Bulldog laser repeaters, no remote turrets, no manned turrets, and no missiles. If you've seen my P-52 Merlin video, you'll notice a lot of my notes are the same because they are so similar. So, for ship parts, the Archimedes has 1 small radar, 1 small computer, 1 small power plant, 2 small coolers, 1 small shield generator, 1 small fuel intake, 1 small fuel tank, no quantum drive, no jump module, and no quantum fuel tanks. The hull HP for the Archimedes is 2080, which is way below average overall. For its snub class, it is also way below average and has the 5th worst hull HP in its class. The shields on the Archimedes are 2 size 1 Targa shields, competition grade C. These are bubble type shields. The HP is 1500 total and the regen rate is 67 HP per second. For special features and amenities, a single seat fighter doesn't come with really any amenities except for it has little bits of stowage where you can put little bits and bobs. But it does fit anywhere that a Ballista, Centurion, and Nova fits. It also fits in most places that an Ursa rover fits, but not all of the places that an Ursa rover fits. My preferred loadout is a mixed loadout. For this ship, I go all ballistic cannons, deadbolt 3s, keep the stock missiles, swap the stock shields for FR-66 shields, swap the stock power plant for the JS-300, swap the stock coolers for the Ultra Flow. Now it is time to rate this ship. A rating I rate from 1 to 10. My 1 is only by if you have a unique reason that is specific to you or because you like the looks of the ship. My 10 is basically if you have the money, this ship is almost guaranteed to be useful to you in the game. A 1 doesn't mean the ship is useless or ugly, and a 10 doesn't mean that the ship is perfect. Just remember, this is just our rating. Please give us yours in the comments down below, and if you have nothing nice to say, then, well, we don't care. Say it anyway. Just make sure you don't get yourself banned or blocked. My rating for this ship overall is a 6. Let's start with what I like about this ship. It's cheap, it's the fastest ship in the game, it is one of the most dangerous ships in the game if you know how to kit it out correctly. It can be taken along with you in the back of another ship, and best of all, you might have one included with your ship already. I noticed specifically that it has one massive advantage to all other ships, and that the front of it is probably the smallest cross section in the entire game, making it near impossible to hit. Not to mention, this thing is the answer to what if speed was my only concern. It's actually crazy that a ship this fast has 4 weapons on it. Now, what are the issues and how would I fix this ship? I think this ship should have more hydrogen fuel capacity, and as of 3.24, there are still some issues with docking and undocking to the Constellation ships. It's also very weak, even for a snub ship. It's incredibly weak as far as hull HP, and I think CIG is going to need to fix that very soon. I also think it should come with ballistics for all its weapons. That does better than its younger cousin. I can't really even call it brother, the P-72, but stock ballistics would allow this ship to dive in faster, like I said in that video, and it would be able to do more damage. But with 4 weapons, you can really do a lot of damage in this regardless of what you have. But those ballistics, they really tear into other ships. It would be great at intercepting other ships because of its speed. However, most other ships can just quantum jump and get away. So just remember that. So who is this ship for? This ship is for anyone who has a ship large enough to carry one. It can act as added firepower to a ship that doesn't have a lot of combat prowess. It can act as a quick reaction fighter or bolt-on turret where with 3 guns, if you aim it out the back of a ship. As I said before, it's also a lot of people's first choice for a racer. So why is it a 6? I've heard a lot of people talk about the maneuverability not being so great for its class, but like I said, it's a fair trade-off because it's the fastest ship in the entire game, at least as of 3.24. It's also cheap, albeit getting one in a Connie Phoenix isn't cheap. But one of the biggest reasons it doesn't get a higher score is the existence of 2 ships, the Mirai Fury and the Mirai Razor EX. The Fury is much slower, but it also has double the firepower with 4 size 2 weapons instead of size 1s and is more maneuverable. In a lot of ways, maneuverability over speed makes more sense for a snub, especially when you intend to fight with it. But add the size 2 guns and size 2 missiles, it's difficult to pick the Archimedes over the Fury for just $20 more. A lot bigger and much easier to hit because of that frontal area. But again, that maneuverability and the ability to shoot both missiles and guns and getting those size 2s, like I said, makes it a difficult conversation. When it comes to the Razor, that fits in a lot of the same places as the Archimedes, with the exception of the Constellation series, of course. But the Razor EX has a quantum drive and a jump drive, as well as 4 times the HP, the stealth advantage, but it is much more expensive at $155. But considering what you get, that's not the craziest thing I've heard. The Archimedes doesn't have stealth or a stealth variant, although it would make a lot of sense, as I said in my P-52 video. I imagine using this ship as a quick reaction fighter that I can load into a ship that isn't primarily for fighting when I have extra crew on board. I also could see using it as a racer or a point A to point B ship when I'm on a planet and I'm going shorter distances, but also I can imagine joyriding in this ship. This is a very fun ship to fly because of how quickly it can go, and just seeing things whiz by is really amazing. I know you're here for our rating, but if you really want a ship, go buy it. We won't stop you. Or even better, all ships can be earned in game once the game releases, and some you can purchase in game right now. These are just our ratings, but when you spend, it's your money. My opinion, another weird one. It's one that I could recommend buying, but only if you are looking for a Constellation Phoenix and can get one included. Outside of that, I would only recommend it to racers who prefer speed to maneuverability. I own one of these, and I would have to say it's one of the most fun ships I've ever flown in the game. But still, If you're not in those two camps, it's still an earning game for most people. All right, that is it for this one. Shout out to the members. Thanks for spending your time with us. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.